All right, we're here with Chatham Glenwood tight end and safety Dan Helm. Dan, it's your senior year. You've been here for 3 years. What's the biggest area of improvement you feel like you've been able to make since your sophomore year here?
I think for me, it's really been just route running and learning different moves on how to release and get open a little better.
During that whole recruiting process, did it ever get tiresome? And did you ever just want to go ahead and make a decision? And you did sort of make it early. Was that just you were comfortable? I mean, I know that you couldn't wait too long either, but were you happy to just get that over with and being able to concentrate on everything else?
Yeah, very much so. It did get tiresome. I mean, it's definitely a blessing to be able to go through something like that, but at the same time, it was I don't particularly enjoy sometimes having to call all sorts of different people and stuff, but it was a good experience.
Number 2 in your class at the end of the school year last year. Had not been for football, is there a certain area that really interests you academically that you would have pursued even without football in college?
Academically, I'm kind of unsure on what I want to do. I enjoy math a lot, and I'm taking AP Econ right now, which is a lot of fun. So, I mean, I took stats last year, which I liked a lot, and I like some of the sciences. So, I'm really not sure what I do academically. I mean, I probably would have applied to see if I could get some money for school somewhere, but major-wise, I'm not sure.
Tight end, is that a position you really enjoy, or did you just kind of fall into it?
I do really enjoy it. I really like catching the ball a lot, and that's basically, I knew I wasn't going to be a wide receiver because I was bigger than most and I wasn't as fast as needed for that level. So tight end was where I felt I could best succeed.
But what about Tennessee? Was there 2 or 3 things that really stood out to you?
Well, the coaching staff definitely stuck out to me. Coach Jones is a great guy, and what they've been able to do at Cincinnati and Central Michigan, and Coach Jake, the offensive coordinator, and then my tight ends coach, Coach Elder, all of them stuck out to me a lot. The SEC, just being able to play, and I mean, I know it's a little more competition this year, but still probably the best conference in I hate to say this in Big Ten country, but the best conference, I think, personally, in the country. And then, I mean, it was a great opportunity. I might be able to get some time early if I work really hard. So overall, it was a really good fit. He's been a pretty good get for you for 3 years.
He's Dan number 1. I'm Dan number 2.
He's been a good get for you for 3 years now.
Yeah. Usually when you and you always hear from a guidance counselor or from an assistant principal, hey, we got a kid who's moving in, and he's supposed to be really good. He's from, and that, rarely do those things pan out and are as good as advertised. So through my years, I've kind of taken those things with a grain of salt, but Daniel, he was as advertised and more, and so we were very happy that his family made the move from Maple Park down to Chatham. He's always played on both sides of the football. He's always been a linebacker type. Right now we have him playing strong safety and receiver, and we'll play him out of the backfield. We'll play him as a tight receiver, a slot receiver, a wide receiver. If there was another way to play him, I'd give it a shot.
Number 1 tight end in the country according to the rankings, but I mean, you don't need the rankings to know how special he is.
No, and I don't know about those rankings because I don't know who's out there and who's all around. I do know that Daniel Helm's an outstanding football player, and from the position that he's ranked at tight end, he can play all the positions: wide receiver, slot. He can play down a 3-point stance. Probably the best compliment that I can give Daniel as a football player is that he plays just as hard without the football as he does with the football. His blocking and his tackling, fundamentally, he loves the contact of the game, which is that's very important. With where he's going in the SEC at Tennessee, that physical aspect of the game is going to be huge, and that doesn't seem to bother him at all.